What's with the weird hat?
You don't look Jewish.
You must be really stingy.
Do you have sex through a hole in a sheet?
No.
Oh my god! Do you have sex through a hole in a sheet?
The answer to that is no.
Very rarely, as in never.
I don't think it's true either. I don't think anyone
It's
has
not
sex
true. It's not.
This would be a joke at our Friday night dinner table.
I think it came from like Jewish men wear sit-sit, so it's like another sheet, like the tallis.
Oh, ha 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 ha, sex through a hole in the sheet. Like, what?
And people have seen it on a washing line and it has a hole in it, obviously, because you have to put it over your head.
Oh
So they go,
my
oh, that must be the
gosh.
sex sheet.
Are you into having sex through holes in the sheet and not seeing your partner?
I do know though that if your husband doesn't sexually satisfy you, that you are allowed to get a divorce.
Kind of sounds like a fetish.
Go forth and multiply is the phrase from the Torah, I think.
Exactly,
Yeah. So,
yes.
Enjoy it, don't use the sheet. So, you hate bacon?
The grease, the smell.
I've never had bacon or anything not kosher.
Everybody's like, you sure you don't want some?
I'm such a good boy. Like literally, I'm sitting here thinking I've done nothing.
I eat bacon because I'm from, well, a Catholic country called Lithuania. So we don't have a big Jewish community there.
I think I'd feel embarrassed if I was spotted eating bacon by a fellow Jewish person. I think I'd probably like
I would
push it under the
as well.
table.
Actually, we don't even have those kosher halal sections in Lithuania.
For meat to be kosher, it has to have a split hoof, like this, and it has to chew the cud, which basically means like regurgitate.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
That's how I like my meat.
Some people
meats,
might be
but-
kosher in front of their boyfriend, but then when they're not with their boyfriend, eat prawns. I'm not naming any names.
Is that you?
We also don't eat dairy with meat.
I find kosher laws really hard to, I find them really hard to grapple with.
Yeah, don't eat shellfish.
There you go.
It's hard to keep kosher.
Confession of a Jewish girl.
What's with the weird hat?
I call it a keeper or
Yarmulke,
yarmulke, yeah.
couple.
Normally, I wouldn't wear this on a day-to-day basis.
So you only wear it when you go to synagogue?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't actually know what this symbolises. It's really bad.
It's a reminder that God is above us.
They said, oh, what's that? And I went, oh, it's a school cap.
And someone just literally ran past him and grabbed it. And he managed to catch up with him and be like, what the hell?
And they said, well, what does it do? And I went, oh, it controls the weather. You know, it means that I can levitate.
So someone had told him that Jews keep money under their kippah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I'm stingy at all.
Like literally any money I have just goes after a day.
Really pisses me off when people are like, Jews, money.
They always say something about money when I say I'm Jewish, all the time.
I think we like value for money, don't we?
Love a deal.
We love a deal.
But they'll say things like, so you've got loads of money, oh, so you're stingy, like, oh, classic Jew.
This guy was a stranger and he was like, oh, you'll pay for it. You're Jewish, you're rich. And I was like, no, I'm not going to pay for your Uber. He goes, oh, I guess another stereotype there, you're stingy as well.
There's the historical reasons that possibly Jews are associated with money because we were imported to Britain, for example, to be the people that collected the tax.
When other cultures don't promote that because other cultures had much more freedom through history, basically.
I love. So how much was this then?
It's about £20, but I thought,
Really?
you know.
Oh, ouch.
It
Only
did
joking.
sting, it did sting.
Jews run the world.
Who won the world?
Jews.
Jews, we won this murder.
Oh yeah,
I hear it all the time and not in a jokey way.
I think it's one of the most really wildly held and most dangerous kind of conspiracies.
Ah, classic, the Jewish lobby, Jews running the world.
The reason you got your job, is that because someone worked there is Jewish, they would give you the job?
We do love finding celebrities who are Jewish. Yeah. We do. That is one of our favourite pastimes.
I remember I was talking to someone about like the American media or something, and she said, well, yeah, your people run it. And I thought, your people?
Blatantly anti-Semitic.
I find it really hurtful.
I mean, most people in who run the world are white, middle-aged men who are not even Jewish.
How can we
Living in
control
the
everything? Yeah,
shadows.
exactly.
It's
the shadow people.
So there is this very old stereotype belief that matzahs are being baked of Lithuanian blood.
And that's anti-Semitic. Full stop.
Egg, flour, water, that's what matzahs are made of.
It immediately separates you from them.
We're not all the same, you know, some of us are successful, some of us aren't.
There are some successful Jews, big deal.
When you don't know, you create things, right?
They came out of the war and they made something from themselves from nothing.
A lot of Jewish people were never handed anything. Like my grandparents weren't given anything.
Absolutely no way do we run the world.